Okay, so it's our last night here. We're no. The plan for tomorrow is to get up, pack up our stuff, and then Leslie just got a text saying that we can just leave our keys in the room and tell them we're gone, and that's it. So that's all we have to do. No, bad dog. You bad dog. Get down. Get down. You can have the couch when we come back home. No doggies on the couch here. I know, you're so confused. Where do we... The only thing I missed, I think, yesterday is we had dinner at Shelter Restaurant. I had a seafood fettuccine. Very good. Definitely would recommend to a friend. Great atmosphere. Like, our food came out really fast. It's just absolutely amazing.
And then tonight we had dinner at the Schooner. I think it's Schooner.
I thought it was S-C-H.
So I think it's Schooner. Schooner. No.
Yeah.
Schooner would just be S-H. There'd be no C. I think it's Schooner.
Oh, okay. Schooner. Sure, I guess it makes sense.
Because Schooner would be with no C. Schooner.
Yeah, Schooner.
Like shooter?
Yeah.
Schooner. So it would be Schooner. Schooner.
I had a seafood, again the seafood because I love my seafood. I had a seafood chowder, which I found to be a little bit watery. It was a little bit soupy, and where I feel like a chowder I'm most expecting to be a little bit thicker. So I gave that meal out of 10. Is it a 7?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think I did 7.
And I had ribs.
And mostly the 7 because the ingredients were all top notch. It was just the
broth.
The broth. It was very very wet. It was more of a soup than it was a.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
That might actually hear it.
That was intense.
That was intense.
Wow! Apparently the ribs were really good.
Apparently they were amazing ribs. What did you give them?
Originally I said 9 out of 10 because I wish that they offered a half rack.
Oh yeah, because
option.
It was only a full rack.
And I can't eat a full rack of ribs. So you kind of forced to pay for a full rack when I only could eat half. So I gave them a 9 out of 10 for that. But then I decided it was an 8.5 because normally their meat dishes come with mashed potatoes.
Oh yeah, and they weren't doing mashed.
They weren't doing mashed. They were doing roasted potatoes, and the roasted potatoes were just not as good as mashed potatoes. So
no,
8.5.
And they were supposed to be garlic roast, weren't they? Or garlic mash.
Yeah, it's far superior than like herby roast potatoes.
Yeah.
So, I gave it 8.5 because the ribs themselves were very good. It was just like literally like this long.
It was almost like a foot long's worth of ribs.
It didn't even fit on the plate. It was sticking off the sides of the plate. So
the plates weren't small. They were very generous with their portions. So like the plate was already pretty big, and they were hanging off the edge, and that's a lot of ribs. And I feel like even for me, that would be a little bit tough to finish.
Yeah. So I ate like half, and all of my veggies. But the veggie choices were good. It was broccolini and beets, which I like both of those a lot.
Subjective, because I do not like the beets.
The beets are so good.
They're so gross.
So good.
Now that we've been here for a couple of days, what's your overall impression of Pacific Sands? I feel like I don't know much about it, and I feel like you knew a little bit more about it than I did coming into this. So I thought this place is pretty nice comparatively.
I like the location, and I like the private beach aspect. Because, yesterday, other than when we left to try to go get breakfast, which failed, we didn't leave here at all yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
The whole day. So that was kind of nice. And we didn't even take advantage of, the activities that you maybe you would take advantage of in the summertime, like the bikes that they have. And, obviously neither of us is surfers, so we didn't take advantage of that. So, there's a lot of things here that you could...
And basically, they had everything. And
the only thing I don't like is that there's no common pool area.
Yeah, you have to pay for that. And not even necessarily a pool, but hot tubs.
Yeah.
There's no common hot tub. You have to get the room that has the private hot tubs. And we got a discount on... We're not sponsored. I wish it would be nice if we were sponsored Pacific Sands. If you want to give us another night in one of your nicer rooms, we'll definitely do a review on it. But Yeah, it would have been
Not
nice.
every room
Yeah.
has a not every room has a hot tub.
Yeah.
And like the ones that do have a hot tub are quite expensive, even with a discount.
Yeah.
So
Because we're off season right now, and then we paid $279 a night, I think.
something like that.
$279, I think. It was under $300, which is pretty sweet for here, considering the same room that we're in now.
It's
I think
$900
yeah, it's $900 a night
July.
in July and August, when would be like peak season and when you could go to the beach and enjoy everything out there. Which, I mean, rightfully so, makes sense. They literally have everything here. We went to go get dinner the other night, and I saw they had a little corner of beach toys that you could take out. Like there was children's buckets and skimboards. And I don't think they're charging for it because they're just sitting outside. So you could just take a skimboard and go skimboarding, or go build sandcastles, or
Yeah.
that kind of stuff. So they literally have everything here.
I think it's nice that it's like very all-inclusive. I just wish, they had like some sort of common hot tub or something. Or every room had it somehow, but I don't think that's realistic, but like...
Yeah, maybe every room had it where you pay a little bit more, but it's a lot of hot tub. It might be cheaper at that point to build in a common hot tub.
Yeah. I wish they had that.
But I will say, at least as a compromise, at least the bathtub is a soaker tub. Like, it's an adult size soaker tub where you could sit in there and, like, I don't think the hot water has a tank here. I think it's just like a continuous hot water thing, so it's not like you're going to run a hot tub.
Oh, yeah, but other than that, I definitely think it's really nice.
Yeah.
The staff are nice.
Staff are very nice.
I enjoy the fact that they have, like, a text message concierge
I was just going to say, everything is kind of modern here-ish, where you get a text message from concierge, and there's no phone in here, so you can't call them, so everything has to go through text.
Yeah. Yeah. I like the fireplace.
Yeah, there's a gas fireplace. They have gas fireplaces outside, which is very nice, so even if there is fire ban, you're still allowed to have a fire outside because they're gas and not firewood.
I like that basically all the rooms have some sort of water view. Some are better than others, but basically every room has a water view. Yeah. Overall, I would say it's quite nice.
And the last question I always ask, just like everything else, would you recommend it to a friend?
In the off season, yes. Or to a friend who's really rich, yes. Would I recommend spending $900 to stay here in the summertime? No. I don't think it's worth $900 a night for this room in the summertime when there's other options that are less, and you can still go to the same different places. You just don't have a private beach, but you can go to Long Beach and save money by staying somewhere else.
Yeah.
I don't think it's worth $900.
Like that room we had in Yuki that had the, I mean, mind you, again, the only thing that was bad with that one was it had a hot water tank. So when you filled up the hot water, the outside soaker tub, once it ran out of hot water, that's all you had. And it was only good for one.
Yeah. But I'd rather stay there in the summertime for like a few $100s less and go to Long Beach than stay here and have this beach.
There. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think this is worth $900 in peak season. If this was like... Actually, I was going to say I was going to try and give a price that would be like a price I would pay. But like, they're never going to come down as low as what I would actually pay for this that season.
What's your...
I think $500, but that's like, they're never going to come down to $500 in the peak season. I think like $500 a night and stay for like 3 nights is okay. That would be still a lot, but it would be okay for maybe what this is. Because otherwise, like, you're probably paying 3 something in Yuki for peak season for one of those places. So like another $150 is not
for having a beachfront.
Yeah, that's not that crazy. But they would never come down to $500 for this. That's not even a thing that would be considered. So, I would recommend to a friend to take advantage of storm season and off season and get a good deal, because it's basically the equivalency almost of like buy one get 2 free nights compared to regular price. Because we paid about $900 after taxes for 3 nights versus 1 night is $900 before taxes. So it's basically like buy one get 2 free. Yeah, so for the 66% off, it's a good deal. And
you get way more than 66% worth of your stay. Because your check-in is 4 o'clock and then your checkout is 11.
Yeah.
So then you're not even getting a full 24 hours if you come in the summertime for one night.
Yeah. So yeah, I think off season definitely would recommend to a friend. Summertime, is it worth it? No. Not unless you're really rich.
Yeah. Which some of you might be.
I don't know.
If that's the case, then by all means.
I don't have any rich friends, so.
No.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it to a friend.
Yeah.
In summer. Okay.
All right, well, that's it. I hope you had fun coming along with us, and
we'll see you tomorrow.
We'll see you tomorrow. Good night.